I'm 83 years old, and I need to tell you something that will change the way you see every "I'm busy" you've ever said. Everything you think you know about hard work, ambition, and making it is completely wrong. You see, for decades, I was praised for my dedication. People called me unstoppable. They called me a success. And on paper, they were right. I had the promotions, the bank accounts, the awards. I had it all. But here's the part nobody talks about. While I was busy building my empire, I was quietly demolishing the life I actually wanted. The life with family, the life with friends, the simple, ordinary moments that actually matter. Birthdays, first steps, dinner conversations, quiet Saturday mornings. Every time I said, "I can't, I'm busy," I didn't just decline an event, I closed a door that would never reopen. And now, at 83, I can see it with painful clarity. I'm running out of time. Time to apologize, time to make amends, time to live the moments I threw away. I can feel the cost every morning when I wake up to an empty house that's far too quiet. My children's voices are distant echoes. My friends' calls are few and hesitant. And my spouse, well, she stopped waiting years ago. But before I tell you exactly what happened, you need to understand how easy it was to fall into this trap. How simple it was to convince myself that being busy meant I was responsible, that my sacrifices were noble, that my family would forgive the absences because one day I'd make it up to them. The truth? There is no making it up. Not fully, not once the moments have passed. In 1979, I was 36 years old, brimming with energy and ambition. I had just been promoted to a managerial role at the firm, and I thought I was on top of the world. My wife, Linda, was glowing with pride, and our two children, Emma, who was 5, and James, who was 3, looked at me like I was some kind of superhero. "I'm proud of you," Linda said that evening, tying my tie as I grabbed my briefcase. "But don't forget us in the process, okay?" I smiled, nodded, and whispered the lie I would tell myself for the next 40 years. "I know. Once we're settled, I'll have more time. Everything will be better." That was the beginning of it. The first of countless moments I chose ambition over presence. I remember the first warning sign vividly. Emma had her school play in December. I had promised I'd be there, but a last-minute client meeting appeared, urgent and impossible to reschedule. "I'm busy," I said, and she looked at me with those huge, trusting eyes that believed I would come. I kissed her forehead, whispered, "I'll be there next time," and left. Linda didn't say much, only that small sigh that married women develop over decades, a sigh that tried to hold back disappointment, but failed. By the next year, James had his first soccer game. I was supposed to be the one cheering the loudest from the sidelines, but a business dinner kept me away. I called afterward, trying to sound enthusiastic, but he barely looked at me. He was 3, but even then I could sense the first cracks forming. Linda tried to cover for me, leaving notes in lunchboxes, recording videos, taking pictures of Emma and James' milestones. She would say, "They'll understand. You're building something for all of us." And I believed her. I wanted to believe her, but deep down I felt the small pangs of guilt that I always ignored. Every missed recital, every absent bedtime story, every "I'm busy" was a brick in a wall I was building between myself and my family.
At the time, I thought I was being responsible. I thought I was making sacrifices for a better future. But that's the lie I told myself for decades. 1985. I was 42. Emma was 11. James was 9. I had just been promoted to vice president, a title that made my colleagues cheer, but made my home quieter. That year, Emma had a piano recital. I promised Linda I would attend, but a last-minute conference call ate the evening. "I'm busy," I said again. Emma didn't cry, but I saw it in her eyes, the fleeting disappointment I tried to ignore. 1989. I was 46. Emma had her first school dance. I promised I'd be there, but a client's urgent deal required travel. I sent a bouquet and a note instead. When I got home, she didn't mention it. I could feel the distance growing. James was 12 by then, and he stopped asking me to come to his soccer games. He stopped expecting me. That's when the silence started. Small, subtle, but permanent. 1993. I was 50. Emma graduated middle school. James hit his teen years. I was overseeing a major merger at work, the kind that would define my career. But I missed their graduation ceremonies. I didn't even see the photos until weeks later. Linda's patience had begun to wear thin. "They barely wait for you anymore," she said quietly. "Maybe that's their choice." I nodded, offering the same excuse I had used for years. "I'll make it up to them, soon, once this project is done." 1998. I was 55. Emma had her high school prom. James had his first big academic award ceremony. I was in another city closing another deal. I called them that evening. "I'm so sorry," I said, but it was hollow even as I spoke. Emma replied, her voice polite but distant, "It's okay, Dad." James mumbled something, not even looking at the phone. The cracks had become chasms. 2001. I was 58. Emma graduated high school. James was 16. I remember finding a small folded piece of paper on my desk. It was a drawing from Emma, a simple picture of our family holding hands, with a little note that read, "Wish you were here, Daddy." I kept it in my briefcase for months, thinking I would show her I cared later, but the later never came. By the mid-2000s, the pattern was undeniable. I missed weddings, anniversaries, school trips, even birthdays. My children stopped asking for my presents. They stopped expecting my apologies. Linda no longer reminded me of events. She had stopped hoping I would be there. My excuses became mechanical, automatic. "I'll make it up later. Just a few more years. Once I achieve this, I can focus on family." Each missed moment seemed small at the time, a recital, a soccer game, a dinner, but cumulatively they formed an invisible wall. I was blind to it, too busy running a company to notice my family slowly retreating from me. And yet, every night when the house was empty and silent, I felt it, that hollow, gnawing emptiness that no promotion, no deal, no award could ever fill. I had everything I thought I wanted, except the people I wanted to share it with. It was October of 2010. I was 67 years old. Emma had invited me to her wedding. She had sent the invitation months in advance, a beautiful card with gold lettering. I remember holding it in my hands, thinking, "This is my chance. I'll finally be there. I can't miss this one." But the company had just landed a multi-million-dollar contract. A meeting was scheduled for the same weekend. I told myself it was urgent, critical. "I'll attend remotely," I lied. "They'll understand." The day arrived. I sat in my hotel room, dressed in a suit, watching a live stream of the ceremony. I could see Emma walking down the aisle, radiant in her white gown. The smiles on her face, the way she glanced toward the camera for a fleeting moment, hoping I would be there. I froze. I wanted to run to her. I wanted to shout, "I'm here, I love you." But I was trapped by screens, schedules, and my own stubborn excuses. Afterward, I called her. "I'm so sorry, Emma. I wanted to be there. I really did." Her voice was calm, almost formal. "I know, Dad. You've always been busy. We know you love us, but sometimes love isn't enough." I remember sinking into the chair, staring at the floor. Her words cut deeper than any failure I'd ever experienced in business. She wasn't angry. She wasn't screaming. She was distant, resigned. And I realized in that moment that no apology could bridge the gap I had spent decades widening. A week later, I saw James at the same wedding. He barely acknowledged me. A polite nod, a handshake, nothing more. He had stopped expecting me years before. He had stopped believing I would be present, truly present in their lives. That should have been my wake-up call, but I didn't see it fully until months later, when Linda sat me down in our empty living room. Her eyes were tired, the edges lined with years of disappointment. "Do you understand?" she asked quietly. "Do you understand what your busy has cost us?" I swallowed hard. I wanted to say something, anything to undo it, but there was nothing. I couldn't rewind the birthdays, the graduations, the milestones I had missed. I couldn't take back the years of absence that had left my children polite, distant, and careful with their affection. I finally understood the truth. My success had been a hollow prize. Every award, every promotion, every deal, it was meaningless compared to the moments I had let slip away. By the end of that year, I was alone in ways I had never imagined. Emma and James were kind but distant. Linda and I were roommates in the same house, not partners. The laughter, the closeness, the little daily joys that make life worth living, they were gone. And I had no one to blame but myself. I had spent decades saying, "I'm busy," and each time I had destroyed something irreplaceable.
I have everything money can buy. A beautiful home, cars, investments, and a reputation people admire. I achieved what most would call the pinnacle of success. But it doesn't matter. None of it fills the silence that greets me every morning. None of it replaces the voices I no longer hear, the laughter I no longer see, the small moments I abandoned for a bigger paycheck. I tried, of course. After Emma's wedding, I reached out more. I called, I sent letters, I bought gifts, but you can't buy back presents, no matter how expensive the gesture. Emma would reply politely, "Thank you for thinking of me, Dad." James would text in a few words, cautious, careful, distant. Linda and I talked occasionally, civilly, but the warmth, the intimacy we once shared, gone. Even my attempts at reconciliation highlight what I lost. At Christmas, I showed up with gifts for the grandchildren. They looked at me with curiosity, not joy. "Here's a puzzle, Grandpa," one said quietly. I wanted them to run into my arms, to laugh with me, but they simply nodded, placed the gift on a shelf, and returned to their own lives. My presence felt like an afterthought. I remember attending Emma's first child's birthday.
I gave a speech, smiled for the photos, clapped politely. Afterwards, she thanked me. "Thanks for coming, Dad," she said, like I was a guest, not her father. That moment, so ordinary, so mundane, cut me to the bone. All those years of being busy, all the "I'll make it up later" promises, culminated in that simple phrase. She had forgiven me in words, but the closeness, the trust, the connection, it was gone forever. Linda and I are civil now, pleasant, but we're not partners in life anymore. We share meals, we exchange pleasantries, we occasionally reminisce, but there is no warmth, no shared jokes, no whispered dreams, no holding hands in the dark. She stopped hoping decades ago, and I let her down. I have achievements, awards, wealth, and accolades, but I am completely alone. The irony is unbearable. The very thing I thought I was working for, security, success, recognition, could never replace what I neglected. I chased the life I thought mattered and lost the one that truly did. Every empty room, every polite smile, every distant conversation is a reminder of what my busy cost me. Success without presence is not success at all. I have it all on paper and nothing in my heart.
Here's what took me 83 years to learn. Being busy is not a badge of honor. It's a trap. Everyone tells you that success is the goal, that climbing the ladder, earning more, achieving recognition will make you happy. And at the time, I believed it. I thought my company, my career, my titles would provide meaning. I was wrong. They don't love you. They can't. They don't remember your birthdays, your first steps, your small victories. They don't care if you miss a recital or a quiet dinner at home. Your family, your friends, your loved ones, they remember everything. They remember the evenings you weren't there. They remember the broken promises. They remember the empty chair at the table. Presence matters far more than presents. Time matters far more than trophies. The cruel irony is that while I thought I was building a life worth living, I was dismantling the one that already existed. I spent decades chasing a hollow dream, while the real treasures, the people who loved me unconditionally, faded quietly from my life. And when I finally saw it, it was too late. You can't reclaim the first steps, the laughter, the bedtime stories, the little moments that seem insignificant at the time, but are the foundation of everything meaningful. Here's the truth, simple but devastating. The clock keeps ticking. Every meeting you prioritize over a meal with your child, every "I'm busy" that keeps you from a friend, every work trip that steals you from the people you need most, those moments are gone forever. Success without presence is nothing. Achievements don't warm hearts, don't build trust, don't create memories. Only the moments you share, the time you give, the love you show, those are forever. Those are the things you'll wish for when the house grows quiet and the awards gather dust. I learned this too late, and now every day is a reminder of the life I could have had, the relationships I could have nurtured, the laughter I could have shared. If I could tell my 36-year-old self one thing, I would shout it across time. Stop saying I'm busy. Stop skipping recitals. Stop missing birthdays. Stop believing that there will always be a later to make it up. that later never comes. Stop thinking that every deal, every promotion, every late night in the office is more important than a shared meal, a quiet conversation, a smile across the kitchen table. Stop letting ambition blind you to the people who are building their lives around your presence. Stop assuming they will always wait. Start noticing. Start showing up. Start listening when your child tells you about their day, when your spouse whispers about a dream, when a friend needs your hand, not your signature. Start saying yes to the small, ordinary moments. They are the ones that matter most. Start making memories before someone else grows up without you. Stop putting work before love. Stop trading presents for power. Stop believing that your family's patience is endless. Start being there. Start holding hands. Start laughing at silly jokes, wiping tears, and sharing ordinary evenings that feel extraordinary in retrospect. Start taking photos not just for social media, but to remember what it feels like to be present. Start asking questions, learning their thoughts, being part of their lives. If there is one truth I could carve into my younger self's heart, it is this: presence is irreplaceable. Time is the only currency that matters. Achievements fade, money fades, awards fade, but moments with the people you love never do. Stop missing it. Start living it. Because no promotion, no deal, no accolade will ever fill the emptiness of lost time, and no apology will ever bring it back. I see you out there, scrolling through your emails at dinner, saying I'll be there later when your child calls, checking messages during family time, promising your spouse, your friends, your kids that you'll make it up, but never truly showing up. You're lying to them. And worse, you're lying to yourself. You tell yourself the meetings are urgent, the projects are critical, the deadlines are impossible. But here's the truth: they will always be there. That promotion, that contract, that recognition, they're temporary. But the moments you miss, they are gone forever. Every missed recital, every ignored phone call, every empty chair at the dinner table is a small withdrawal from a bank account you can never refill. Time isn't forgiving. Time doesn't pause for success, and it certainly doesn't wait for apologies. Things will never slow down. There will always be another client, another project, another excuse. You know it. You feel it. That hamster wheel you're on, it's spinning faster every year, and every spin steals from the people who love you most. You still have time, but only if you start now. Stop checking email at dinner. Stop promising I'll make it up later. Stop assuming there's an endless supply of time with the people who matter. Pick up the phone, show up at the game, sit at the table, hold the hand, laugh with them, listen, notice, be present. This isn't about perfection. You won't always get it right, but it's about priorities. It's about showing up, not just showing off. It's about choosing moments over metrics, presence over promotions, love over labor. Your choice is simple. Continue chasing hollow success while missing everything that actually matters, or pause, turn around, and finally be there. The clock is ticking. Every second you spend busy is a second you'll never get back. If this makes you uncomfortable, good. Let it sting. Let it remind you that time is running out and the people who need you won't wait forever.
I'm 83 years old. I have wealth,
recognition, and a life that looks impressive from the outside. But inside, I am hollow. I am a man surrounded by things, but missing the people who once made those things matter. I would give it all, the promotions, the deals, the accolades, for one ordinary evening with my children when they were young. One bedtime story I skipped, one soccer game I missed, one whispered conversation with Linda on a quiet evening. I would trade it all for just one moment back. But I can't have that. Time doesn't go backward. I have learned the hardest truth. Achievements fade. Awards gather dust. Titles mean little when the laughter is gone, when the silence grows too loud, when love has quietly walked away. Presence is everything. Moments are everything. And what you neglect in the name of busy will haunt you for the rest of your life. I am grateful for the life I built, yes, but I am haunted by what I lost, and I want anyone reading this to understand success is meaningless if it comes at the cost of those you love. Time is the only currency that matters. Presence is the only gift that lasts, and once it's gone, no apology, no achievement, no wealth can ever replace it.
Close your laptop. Step away from your phone. Go home. Be present. If this makes you uncomfortable, good. Let it sting. That discomfort is a warning. Every missed dinner, every ignored call, every "I'm busy" is a moment you'll never get back. Your children, your spouse, your friends, they won't wait forever. Stop lying to them. Stop lying to yourself. Stop believing that work, ambition, or success will fill the emptiness of absence. It won't. Not now, not ever. Pick up the phone. Show up at the game. Sit at the table. Laugh with them. Listen. Notice. Be there. Every moment counts, and every moment you waste is gone for good. You still have time, but only if you act now. Don't let regret be your legacy. Don't let silence grow where love once lived. Tell someone you love them today. Hug them. Talk with them. Be present. And then ask yourself, when will later ever arrive if you keep saying, "I'm busy"? Time is running out. The people who need you won't wait forever. Will you?